Hey up and welcome back. So first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for their constructive and informative comments regarding my BSA Gold Star decat issues. They've been very useful indeed and have given me a lot of food for thought. Now, there were mixed views, but the majority of comments were those which suggested reinstating the cat and stock pipe and retaining them there dresser bars. Well, I should point out that before making that video I did speak with Hitchcock's Motorcycles and sent them the images showing the apparent incompatibility of their decat pipe with the BSA engine bars, and indeed they concurred that the pipe will not fit correctly with those dresser bars fitted, so it's an either or choice with them there two items. Hitchcocks were also happy with me uploading an explanatory video, and that was the last one that you saw, and have amended the listing for the pipe to include clarifications under the FAQ section. So all good there. So I'll probably go with reinstating the stock pipe and catalytic converter for now and retain the dresser bars. Now, I'm aware that these bars will probably not offer meaningful crash protection at speed, but they should absorb the frequent stationary drop. And I'll be retaining the decat pipe in case I change my mind in future. One option, and thanks here go to Sean, the Mindful Motorcyclist. Check out his channel, great channel, Mindful Motorcyclist. One option might be to go for the R&G crash bungs with some longer bolts and spacers to clear the decat pipe. Let's see how we go forward. Right then, so how are you all doing? Are you all prepared for the festive season? Or like me, are you leaving everything to the last minute? Well, in just a few days' time it will be the winter solstice, and thereafter the days will gradually get longer and the nights shorter. Now, this always marks a turning point for me in the affairs of life and living, as thoughts turn to better riding days come the spring. And it's with that in mind that I would like to seek your wise counsel on other matters. Yes indeed. What's the think? So, I've been surprised, elevated and humbled in equal measure at the growth of this channel over the last year. The increases in subscriptions, views and viewing time have given this old lad here all the encouragement he needs to keep going, even when doubts have set in from time to time. And your kind comments and supportive words have carried me through on more than one occasion when the interventions of a tiny minority have led me to briefly question the future of the uncertain path followed by many a modest channel. Thank you for keeping me grounded. My appreciation is endless. But I think it's important to keep a channel as fresh as possible without parting company with its core values. The core, for me, is producing interesting commentary against the backdrop of our beautiful English countryside, particularly that of my home county of Yorkshire. And whether it's a bike review, an anecdote, a reflection on events, a general take on life, or some dubious homespun philosophy, I will always endeavour to ensure that our glorious landscapes are front and centre of most of what I do. I do know from the now thousands of comments in recent times that you all really appreciate the visual spectacle of an onboard motorcycle ride through the countryside. I tried to bring a variety of presentation styles to the content, even when I repeatedly ride those favourite routes which are the gifts that keep on giving. And to that end, I'd like at this point to extend a special thanks to my good friend Andy, who you will have seen from time to time on videos, and who has so freely given of his intimate knowledge of the Yorkshire landscape, thereby allowing me, and by extension you, to enjoy an increased repertoire of scenic rides. Much more to come. So looking forward to 2025, I would like to build upon these core principles and if possible enhance the overall experience for my audience. So if you have any thoughts about how you might like to see the content evolve in the new season, please let me know. For example, would you like to see some drone footage? I am licensed to fly the larger drones which carry the better quality cameras, so the image quality would still be high. And no, I've not been playing around with a drone on the northeastern seaboard of the United States. And for the record, every one of those images and videos that I've seen screams helicopter stroke aircraft stroke bog standard drone to me. But there we go. Or perhaps you'd like to see some more static footage at locations along the ride, more pieces to camera, that kind of thing. Please let me know in the comments. Rest assured, I read them all. Now, whatever tweaks I may or may not make to the core content, there will always be the occasional bike review or product review. This is what supports the continued operation of the channel, and I know that the vast majority of you understand that. I hope that in the new year some exciting new bikes will be available for me to review from MotoGB at Apple Yards, including the latest offerings from Royal Enfield, CF Moto, Vosges, Suzuki and others. So, finally, and having just referenced product reviews, let us proceed forthwith to this year's Christmas quiz. Now, you may be aware that over the last year I've been reviewing the excellent TFT systems from those lovely people at Euchi, or is it Eosi? Their C5, C6 and C9 units offer seamless integration with your Apple or Android smartphones and include features such as GPS, tyre pressure monitoring, video cameras front and rear with continuous high definition recording and playback, as well as all of the functions provided by your smartphone such as texts, WhatsApp, phone calls, sat-nav, audio, music, anything your phone does, the Euchi TFTs will mirror. Now, people often ask me how the C5, C6 and C9 models differ. Well, I'll put up a comparison chart here and feel free to pause this video and to peruse. But the good news is this: the winner of this year's quiz will win a brand new Euchi C6 Pro TFT, complete with video cameras, tyre pressure monitoring and remote control. And you can see the C6 Pro now on my CF Moto that I'm riding here right in front of you. That's what it looks like if you've got an Apple phone. It looks slightly different if you've got an Android phone, and it's got all the other functionality that I've just mentioned. And I've had this unit now for several months, and it's a cracking bit of kit with very real world value for us motorcyclists. So here goes then, 5 cryptic clues, so you can't really Google yourself out of them. And the first person to comment 5 correct answers in the comments section wins the C6 Pro kit, which will be sent direct from Euchi. So it's not one of mine reboxed. Remember, it's just a bit of fun though. Right, here we go. Number 1. This motorcycle brand becomes the prevailing style when you get inside it. This motorcycle brand becomes the prevailing style when you get inside it. Number 2. These leathers really worked for a famous fictional detective. These leathers really worked for a famous fictional detective. Number 3. A motorcycle brand often shouted in the trenches. A motorcycle brand often shouted in the trenches. Number 4. Rearranging this helmet brand makes it decidedly mediocre. Rearranging this helmet brand makes it decidedly mediocre. And finally, number 5. This 50/50 tyre sounds like Milton Hayes' crazy character. This 50/50 tyre sounds like Milton Hayes' crazy character. Right, so there we go. The first person to post in the comments the correct answer to all 5 wins a brand new Aochi C6 Pro. And if nobody gets all 5 correct by midday GMT this Sunday, the 22nd of December 2024, then the person who gets the most answers correct will win. So it's worth having a punt even if you can't get all 5. Okay, if you're not into quizzes and you'd like to purchase any one of the brilliant Aochi TFTs, substantially discounted rate of 22%, that's nearly a fifth off, courtesy of me. You can do so by following the affiliate link in the description below with the code TBW22. Get yourself 22% off one of these here fantastic Aochi TFTs. Okay, so before we end, I do need to point out that this is all just for fun. There is no cost whatsoever involved, and I will not benefit in any way. And YouTube plays absolutely no part in this process. It's just a bit of fun, free to take part, and a great giveaway. So good luck, and I'll see thee!